Uh, Good evening everybody and welcome to 7th Gear Racing. Tonight we're at Tier 3 and someone hit the button very early. So we're underway already. I'm joined by Joel as usual. How are you tonight?
Very well. Looking forward to Tier 3 sprint race.
Should be good. Bahrain a fun one to race at. Someone hasn't got that set up on because as soon as we got into the lobby that time was counting down straight away, so somebody in the lobby will have no setup, which we'll probably find out who that'll be. So on board with Kuninch for the one-shot quali. Coming down P11 all in your face. Leads the way in a minute. Taken by Paloma.
Hold the time.
Looking strong. Two Red Bulls starting at the back of the grid.
Fresh has a quali ban, obviously, but all doesn't.
Yeah, not sure how he starts behind Fresh, but
Paul's first race back in a couple of weeks today.
yeah, he had a race in Tier 2 last night, so good to see him back on the grid again. So there we go. To the line, it was a Mercedes 1-2 for quite a while. Fusion Gamer got himself in between them. And DPV picks up a second pole here in Bahrain, so he likes this track.
2 tenths ahead of second. Or is it 1? Might be 1. Just look at last week's race winner, Poe. Did win last week, didn't he? I think he did. I think he won Monaco, didn't he?
No,
It wasn't him.
Fusion Gamer was the winner last week.
Right down there is 7th. And Dylan's just had him in his 6th as well.
Just take a picture of the quali. I'll quickly run down the grid order. DBV on pole for the second time around Bahrain. Fusion Gamer, Paloma, Scotty, dropped dead Lauren, Dylan P6, Poe P7, Podgy P8, Stingers and Kaninsha top 10, Richie Chappell 11th, Lyons 12th, 13th, Dan's, Ollie Fates at 14th, Twisted down at 15th, and then Fresh, Elraw and Paul is the rest of the grid. So it looks like Richie Chappell was the one with no setup. He was only slap foot ready straight away. So he's going to have no setup. And if there was more drivers with no setups on because of that, then I would probably say a restart, but he's the one who's pressed the button and sort of screwed himself, so no restart.
Scotty qualifying in P4 tonight. I'm not sure if he's qualified in the top 10 every race, but he has scored points in every race so far.
Let's have a look. So I've got that right here. Nope, that's tier 2 I'm looking at. Yeah, I think Scotty was the one. Where is he? Yeah, Scotty is the one with loads of 9th place qualies. So he's qualified 4 times in 9th place and 2 times in 8th place. So
Mr. Consistent.
always around that mark. Yeah. And points every race, like you said. Yep. 1 podium.
Looking for a win tonight, I think.
Let's look where he is in the standing. Is his P5 in the standings?
Joint
level with DPV.
P4, yeah.
But looking at the track history as well, as I said, DPV's second pole position here. Fusion Gamer's also got a pole, he just missed out. And Fusion Gamer and All of Your Face are the previous winners. Around here as well, so no formation lap again tonight, so we're going straight into it. We have 10 laps for the sprint. Turn 1 could get messy. Heavy braking zone. but it should be fine. Bahrain's a very fun track to race on.
Here we go then, 5 red lights.
And away we go, trying to get everything up. So we'll look at that up. So Fusion Gamer got a very good start. He's into the lead, going into turn 1. There's a Haas going for a big dive down the inside. Who is that? Podgy Porter. That was a really poor move from Podgy Porter, from his standards as well. I did not expect him to do that. An inch from Podgy Porter getting a 5-second time penalty, so cutting the corner.
No slip.
There's a Mercedes 1-2 now. Where's Fusion Gamer gone? He's gone all the way down the order. Didn't see what happened to him. Took the lead into turn 1. There's the Mercedes 1-2 in the sprint. There's the McLaren trying to make a move. Poe, that is on Stingers. Stingers going to have the inside line.
He's taking a spin. I think he's still got all his wing. Oh no, just this front right end plate.
So interestingly, it's a bit of a random strategy from Paul. He's actually on the hard tyres. Obviously starting at the back, and maybe he's thinking ahead to the race. He's probably thinking, I'm not going to score any points in the sprint race. I'll start at the back. I'm going to save my mediums for the race. I have 2 sets of fresh mediums for the race, which could end up being key for him, potentially.
Not a bad idea, is it?
Not at all, not at all. So there we go, lap 1 done. Mercedes 1-2 still. This Poe still trying to get past this Alfa Romeo at the Stingers. Just behind is Dylan, championship leader, waiting for an opportunity.
Stingers
there you go, Poe again. Yeah. That was very close from Dylan there, just slightly outbraking himself. Just avoiding contact, I think. But Poe does get ahead of the Alfa Romeo.
You'd expect Poe to go out a little bit now, unless Stingers have got some pace around this track. He's just keeping behind for a little bit, so with DRS you never know what can happen.
Yeah, Paul and Fusion Gamer side by side. Paul gets ahead, but Fusion Gamer, well, I thought he was going to dive down the inside there. It sort of opened up for him, but backed out of it, and now he's got a Dylan does get ahead of his friend Stingers. I'm not sure we let him through there or not. Kind of looked that way, but still Mercedes 1-2, Lauren in 3rd place. And another yellow flag, that is the other Ferrari, Lyons. Good race from Lauren, picking up her first podium.
Tricky track with Monaco as well.
Yeah, so DRS enabled, so this is overtaken now. Potentially Dylan on Poe. Let's have a go on board with Dylan.
Be a nice little battle between these two in the sprint race. No pit stops, obviously. Down to more pace.
Yeah, so Podgy's got some damage. It looks like he's into the pits. Wonder if I suspect the team of ladies work together here. They're in a good constructor battle with Alpine, just trailing Alpine by 4 points, I think, or is it the other way around? Just have a look. Yeah, Alpine 150, Mercedes 146. They're doing well at the minute. 2 Alpines 6th and 12th. And that is twisted down to the flag at the back there.
Dylan can't seem to keep up with over here. All in
the era soon. Poe is also going to this.
For a dive, if Paloma goes through.
Yeah, racing to switch positions. with every DRS straight. So what kind of drive can Dylan get here? Paul has DNF'd. Tyres in the pit lane. Not sure why he's running 13th. He not scoring any points, but he's ahead of a few cars at the start. All your face gets past Stingers. Previous winner at Bahrain.
Oh, that's a McLaren.
And that's about Dan's. No visible damage, probably just a spin.
Bahrain's a tricky one for traction, but obviously most of these guys run full traction, so like throwing up a few curveballs.
Yeah, all as talking about spins, DPV's gone round. I was on board with him, he just lost the traction.
I think he's hit the wall as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, he did. Coming out of turn 11, he just lost all the traction. And well, there we go. Mercedes 1-2 out the window now. Lauren goes up to P2.
Be interesting to
Two
see,
ladies of the league.
be interesting to see Paloma's pace without her teammate.
Yeah.
Dylan might be going to move here.
Does get the move done, does he? No, around the outside, but then he has the inside line.
Rico got
has
away
it.
with the old switcheroo then.
Poe has the DRS, so Poe will stay ahead. Scotty's the only driver in like the top 7 with like a decent amount of DRS, so
He'll need it to be fair, racing these two come up behind him.
yeah. Defend final 5 laps. In fact, it's Hassan Podgy having a spin out of a final turn. Chapel gets past Dan's because Dan's had another spin. Same corner.
Finding that one tricky. Lauren seems to be capturing. She's got what 2 tenths this lap because he's in the pit so you can see in about probably 2-3 laps, Lauren's going for the lead in the sprint race.
Yeah, potentially.
I don't think we'll see Dylan pace Scotty catch up in time. Podgy's car seems to be rising back out on track.
Hopefully it's ghosted at least. Hopefully it's ghosted.
Was it?
Oh, it's affected Poe. Yeah, he is a ghost, but obviously they can't see that until literally they make contact. Did throw Poe for a little bit, but it didn't lose any time. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't seem to lose too much. Although Lauren's made a mistake, she's 4 tenths.
Hands off again. Just saw Pete get past Elmore there for P9.
And on the back of Fusion.
Shame he's got that 5 second.
I think
Yeah,
Fusion
got
may
5
have side
seconds.
pod damage which will come out of there. He might get that removed though, if it wasn't his fault.
Potentially, yeah.
I don't believe he needs to make a pit stop, so...
I wonder if that's caused by Podgy. It's a very ambitious move in turn 1. I'm not sure what he is doing. Very unlike Podgy.
Yeah, I think Fusion Game has got side pod damage. He's struggling through the high speed corners of lifting off.
Yeah, so Paloma's now picked up the pace again. Oh, Lauren's gone around this time. Final corner, so now Scotty up to P2.
Really
Oh,
good
dropped
down.
down.
There. Like, look, they're on. Look at the cars behind him. 1-2 ERS. He's on 17 admittedly, but that is a lot more than people behind him. So if they do go past him, he's got a bit to get back at him.
Yeah, there we go, side by side, Pete and Fusion Gamer into turn 1. Who's got the DRS? It's going to be Kunich with the DRS, so should be able to get this move done. And he does indeed. himself into the points. So it is Paloma with a very comfortable lead now after her rivals has spun off behind her. Scotty in P2 fending off Poe and Dylan.
She did seem like she had the pace to keep it going, even if Lauren was behind.
Yeah.
She can sort of settle down again. Well, I say getting rhythm, the overgo of her just sort of make it nice and calm. But it's the battle for P2 now. Pete's got past
very close.
Lauren's at the back of the lower place, so all is not lost. But they're trying to break the tail. I thought he was coming in pits then.
Poe just doesn't have the battery, neither does Dylan.
I think that's going to be the saving grace to Florian.
Scott needs just a good exit, but Poe's quite close this time. Is it going to be enough though? Just the DRS only.
A little bit audacious from there, I think.
Scott to hold 2 more laps. Owen does have a bit of battery to get back into P5 when the opportunity arises.
I think she'll probably get the position as well. Got a little bit more been impressed by Lauren actually since she joined the league. Very, very clean from what I've seen, quite consistent.
Yeah.
Being rewarded for that last week.
Yeah, now she drives for Ferrari full time, so taking Jay Hutchison's seat. Dan's not enjoying the track tonight. He's got lapped. Just had another spin as well.
El Roar also last week making his debut, so a little bit easier track this week.
Yeah, and he wasn't slow, was he? He was up there.
He was doing quite well.
With the pace. So onto the main straight again. And Poe just barely closing.
Not even burning.
Poe's gained probably about 1/10 and a half. That straight.
Yeah, it's literally just ERS, isn't it? Although there's more ERS.
Have a fairly decent straight line speed setup, I guess, but yeah, Poe just can't get close enough. Maybe lining up one last attack, saving a bit of battery for a final lap move. Other guys are pretty much just fighting for their quali positions now. Ryan's had a change of tyre there.
Lauren's got back from all over his face. That was a mistake.
I reckon she'll burn a bit of ERS just to have one final go. Make sure she's in the DRS zone. She does. You're going to flag again this time. What am I with Poe? But Poe's a lot closer this time. You could get the move done here.
What he's gone out of the ice there. There we go. Dylan's going to be waiting in the wind. Which way's Dylan going to do? Scott's gone for the switchback. Contact. He might get it. I think Scott's going to get him back.
He's got a very good drive here as well. Poe goes early defensive, but here comes Dylan through the middle potentially. Poe stays ahead. Does he?
Dylan.
Whoa! What happened there? Dylan climbing on top of Scotty.
Poe gets chipped Dylan. Oh, there goes Dylan. Oh, that'd be interesting to see POVs of that.
I don't know what happened there. Some weird lag just happened. I don't know if you saw it on your screen.
Yeah, well, I saw Dylan sort of glitch on top of Scott's car. Scott's car, I think it was there.
Yeah.
Look who's caught up. If we had another lap, we might be seeing a different fight between two. Lauren and all over the face catching up to the battle.
That was a strange one. Poe sort of backed out of the move that which I thought was his corner, and that's Lauren gone in the background there. Spins out 10-11, and there goes the points. So
that bumps Fusion and Pete up into the points.
Yeah. El Raw will get into the points, but of course Pete's apparently could be removed. Paloma takes the win though in the sprint race start pole position.
Very convincing.
Scotty holds on for P2, Poe P3. Audio face a really good drive from him. He was way down there, I believe. So
also from Stingers. I think he drive from Stingers as well.
Yeah, there seemed to be some sort of lag with that Poe, Scotty and Dylan incident, but I have to see. But in my opinion, Poe did sort of randomly back out of a move that I thought was his corner. And I think that caught Dylan out, so I'm sure we'll see a clip later on, but still picked up the points, Dylan did.
I think Poe slammed on the brakes instead of lifting off. In that situation, I probably would have lifted off a little bit instead of hitting the brakes into the corner. Lions coming around the final corner. Fresh up to P12 from starting P17, so he's made up a good amount of. Well, he's on the verge of points now. If he can get ahead from the start.
Driver of the day, or driver of the sprint race.
I agree with that. Stinger's a close second, I think.
Yeah, P14 from the grid, all over your face. Just take a quick screenshot, just in case the game decides to break. Would you like to do the honours and run down the sprint order for us?
Yep, so we've got Paloma taking, I believe, her first sprint race win. Scotty P2, Poe P3, driver of the sprint race, although you're facing P4. Fingers P5, Dylan P6, Fusion P7, El Raw P8. Koenig just dropped down because of a penalty that can't be removed into P9. DPV P10, Richie P11, Fresh P12, Lions P13, Lauren P14, Twisted Dan P15, and then the rest.
So I'll just tell the boys, Kenny's already done that, so go at 1 minute past. Haven't checked the chat today, is anyone in the chat? No. Who's in the chat? Go on, get your predictions in for the race. Paloma looking strong. DBV's good around this track, but he's got some work to do. From 15th on the grid or so. Oh, I can't quite remember. Let's have a look at my.
Dylan lagged out, I think.
Hopefully, he doesn't have the glitch where he
disqualifies as well.
It's the game shitting itself as usual. Hopefully they get back in before the start. Well, they have to start on AI. Hopefully it'll, they control the car, not a turn one. But we'll see. DPV 10th on the grid, so I reckon he can get a podium from.
A dark horse, possibly. I think I'll probably go Scott podium. Starting P2. If he gets a good start, he could be in P1 by turn 1. I don't think Paloma's known for a poor start, though. However, he has got the pace of Poe behind us. We might drop a position, but we'll see what happens off the start. Did you
I'm going to go for... Yeah, go on.
did you want to run over the races so far this week, or we'll have your prediction first, won't we?
Yeah, I was going to say Paloma, all your face and DBV was going to be my prediction for the podiums.
All over your face is a very good shout, to be fair. Previous winner, as you said.
Yeah, look quite strong as well, but we're going to get underway. So, no time to talk about the previous races.
I believe we had a new winner in Tier 1 this week, didn't we?
Yeah, Aiden making his debut. Hopefully he can race again soon.
Yes, he's very quick.
So here we go then. I'll have to keep an eye if the disconnects of disqualify, might be a restart, but should be okay. Yeah, and they're all on the grid. And away we go. Oh, it's chaos already. What's happened there? Lions at the back.
That's 4-1 in
El
turn
Raw.
1.
They're bumping, trying to see what's going on. Poe's up position. Scotty losing 2 places. Oh yeah, face already up to P3. DPV P6 already. As we go 4 wide. Who's that? Dylan on the inside. Ahead of Stingers and Lauren. But apart from off the line incident, a fairly clean getaway, I think. Well, I think people have lost quite a lot of positions. Knitch got damage. There goes Dan's again. He's had a few spins tonight. Poor Lions is out of the race before he can get to turn 1. It's just not good. Fresh is off the track there. Oh, and Dan's gone again.
He's not off on the race track.
Doesn't look like it, no. So out in the lead is Paloma still. Poe's up a place, so is all your face. Strategy wise. Let's have a look. Yes, DPD starting on the sauce. Going aggressive. Paul, Podgy as well, fresh. Everybody else gone for the standard medium tyres, apart from Twisted Dan.
Oh, gets a good
get on the
try.
move. Going to go for the switchback, is he?
He's going to get the switchback. He's like a wide line coming into that.
Yeah, trying to get a good launch, but he didn't turn in early enough for me.
Medium runs would be expected in around lap 13 to 16 without any safety cars. BPV's got past fusion.
Just on board with him now as he's trying to get past Scotty's on the soft tyres, so he might
Much better.
should be slicing through the field, which he is. He's past Scotty now. Turn 11 he goes. Already faces second up the road. But look at the ERS percentage already from Poe. We know he likes to burn it quite a lot. Probably one of his weaknesses, Poe, is just not conserving that ERS side. Scotty here, just running P5, 80% ERS. He's a gamer behind. He's going to make the move. Pulls out to the inside. DRS is enabled for the next turn. Scotty does make a little bit of contact on turning. Not been doing. Looks like Fuse Gamer's teleported up the road there, so not sure what happened there. Service obviously being a bit weird again. Who is that? Is that Twisted Dan? Yep. And spin up turn 2.
Oh, they're both.
Oh. three of them are gone. Paul as well. What's happened there?
I think Paul might have had to the back of Stringers. Stringers was already on his way round. Didn't ghost. Yeah, Paul's lost his front end right. So
Yeah, just run. That's a weird one.
I think Lauren went. Well, there's no contact in the move from Lauren on Stingers. I think they just both lost it at the same time on the corner, and then Paul's come in and tagged Stingers while Stingers is sideways in the middle of the track. So it's a racing incident. I don't think anyone's at fault there, but
Yeah,
all unlucky.
Check running P9. Is it Ghost Cars in the lobby or not?
All over your
Guess
face
not.
is caught up to the back of Poe.
Yeah, as you expect, Poe's on 3% ERS, only on lap 4,
Not
and
as
he's
close.
about to say outbraked himself, but just avoids contact.
Paul hasn't pit road, but he's definitely picked up damage.
Scotty Dillon. Yeah, having a battle for P6 yet.
I was Scotty, I'd probably let him pass. He's still fighting though. Where is he? El War out the race. That's what I'm trying as well. The purpose of being left is faster though.
Yeah, it's a bit strange that one. Probably a retire on track. Can make a note of that.
This battle for the lead, 5 cars potentially.
Yeah, it's heating up now.
Little PPV all over your faces. Scotty come back past Dylan. See? No.
I'm not sure what happened there. Scott was a bit caught on the inside. Don't know if he made a move and then sort of made the corner hard for himself.
Poe's not the only one running low on the RS. DPV's been burning as well.
Yeah, I think DBV is actually in the worst position here because he needs a
soft
safety car. Yeah, it's top 5 within a second of each other. Little DRS train, Dylan trying to catch up. He hasn't really shown the pace tonight. Maybe Bahrain's not one of his favoured tracks. But he has finished top 4 in every single race so far this season, so
started near the back of the
Like
field
that.
as well, hasn't
yeah. Not too much else going on in the midfield, but Paul, Lauren and Stinger still together. DRS.
She's starting to burn a little bit. There's yellow flags. It's Scotty. He got damage. Position, he's tumbling down the order. I don't think he's got damage, but he's lost a lot of time.
Yeah, unlucky as actually the move happening at the front. All your faces past Poe. Looked like he did get the DRS.
The line faced close to the gap and Poe couldn't. It's a little bit higher, but not in a great position either.
It's just in and out of the DRS range of all of your face. And now a 10th out of it, so all your face might be coming under pressure from Poe again. So Paloma needs a little battle behind it to sort of break away. Dylan Fusion Gamer has actually dropped off slightly as well. But he does have ERS, so he needs to get back in there.
All over the place seems to be. So he's got some chase on his back. Shown by his previous win. Backed up by what he's doing now. I don't think it'd be this lap, unless there's a mistake into turn 1 from Paloma. Maybe a couple laps time we could see the race lead changing.
Yeah, the British Shepherd is back now. He's running P9, even though he's got no setup. There's a couple of cars behind him pitting. Paul and... well, Paul, I think so maybe. I think the Ferrari is just trying to get a little slipstream. So that shows the soft last 6 laps.
I'm done.
So maybe DBV might pit soon, but he'd probably wise to stretch it out because he's still in this DRS train to get dragged along. Probably no reason for him to pit just yet. Not until he falls out the DRS range. Can't see why DBV will pit.
Paul on for the medium. What did he go? I mean, do medium from okay, the medium can make it to the
Not
end.
that. He did do. Well, he started on the hards on the sprint, so he's got 2 fresh sets of mediums to use in this race. So he might be going medium from here. Which I don't know would be the fast strategy. I don't know.
Could be a gamble.
Probably a medium soft, maybe. In comes nobody. Poe just breaking the set stream, then he went into the pits. Front 4 breaking away from Fusion Gamer, but Dylan still not making any inroads on Fusion Gamer.
Seems to be full
Having
of
a race by himself in P6. DVD got very close there.
Dan's done a little bit of a spin. Lost a couple of positions. I think Pete might try and go to the end from here, to be fair. It's a massive stretch.
Yeah. Oh, heck of DPV, is he going to make the move? It's going to be a risky one if he does.
It's doable, but
Lifted
you
off
have to
in the
be
end.
very good on the brakes. He's going to get him down
Not
there.
very good.
Not much point, because he'd probably be coming in soon, won't he? I expect.
Yeah.
Maybe trying to dislodge Poe from this battle out in front.
He might pit now because he doesn't have the DRS, so
That's actually yellow
Ferrari or
flag.
Lauren had a spin again, I think. Contact potentially.
Will he filter out in some clean air? Most probably. On the pit stop, I reckon. Actually, he might come out in traffic if he pits now. We're gonna find out.
In he comes.
Poe got very close to the pit entry then. It's all over
He's
his
staying out
face.
another lap.
All over the back of Paloma now. They're both flashing. Was certainly a problem for me last night, ERS management.
You do gain it back here a little bit
More than
because there's a few heavy braking zones.
Brazil, obviously.
So DBV gone for the hard, so he's going to go to the end. He's just out ahead of Lauren.
That's what he's needed, to be fair. Good friends, these guys off track. They have a lot of friends in the league, to be fair. All very...
There is a chance that DPV could get the undercut as well. The medium runner's not going to be pitting for another 3 laps, I'm going to say.
Yeah, roughly 3-4 laps.
That's 3 laps for DBV to make some time up on those fresh tyres. The gap was 1.3 seconds to all of your face. So. Poe's dropped right off the pace. He's now falling into clutches of Fusion Gamers. 51% ERS, so he should make this move quite easy when he gets the chance.
Back straight, second straight. There you go.
Right on the tail. Should be a simple move. In comes fresh. He's not burning it.
Most of it doesn't have to.
Making it.
Probably should have done. He's losing time here, to be fair, because he is the quicker car.
Yeah, he could have got past and then could have.
This could be the difference between
closing in.
DPV coming up with these guys.
Yeah. So fresh rejoins the race at P12. It's gone for the medium, so it's a bit of a stretch to get it to the end from here.
Still not
He could easily pass Bo here if he just burns. You don't need to burn.
They are losing a lot of time.
A lot.
Lost about 7
Dylan's
already.
Yeah, Dylan's gained about 4 tenths as well.
Yeah, Fusion really needs to get him out of the way.
He doesn't need to burn a lot, he just needs to burn about 10% and he's just passed. But I'm sure why. Poe in, I think Fusion Game missed an opportunity there to get clean out.
Let's see what DPV can do then. Can he come out ahead of Poe? It's going to be close. Or is it?
Just got ball with DVV, I think he's going to be ahead.
Poe coming down to the end of the pit lane. Nope, he's going to get him DPV, I reckon. Hang on, it's going to be close. There's Poe.
Yeah, just Poe's going to be on the cold tyres, got to be careful.
Poe had left that emulator. Actually, no. That's a massive time loss from Poe though, so if Fusion can pull out a good lap, then he should be able to cover off the undercut. Although I feel like Poe's
Look
coming
at
a bit
Poe's
early.
ERS management here, he's burning the ERS on in the wrong places there. He's gone deep there and Lauren's going to go down the inside.
Is she going to go
cold
for the
tyres.
move? I think she might. You're looking at it? Good.
She will down the straight if she gets a good exit.
She's got more ERS than Poe just hit.
Poe's burning it on like the sector 2S is like coming up to it.
Race leader has just come in, and so has all over your face.
So race in the garage now. One go to hards for Paloma, one go to hards for all over your face. Fusion Game Make the new race leader. Dylan P2 and that the Alpine keep having a little moment there.
Richie Shackle,
let's go on board with Stingers.
Not
on board with Stingers, we're on board with DPV.
In P3 now.
Yeah, well ahead, but to come out in traffic here.
Oh, that's contact between all over face and Stingers now. DPV has pulled off a pretty decent undercut there. Actually, these guys on cold tyre.
Yeah, and they're in traffic.
Yeah, bad traffic as well.
DPV's going to be on the back of them.
It might have been worth all over your face going a lap longer.
Yeah. Obviously you can't really tell what sort of traffic they will come out to, but very bad timing for Paloma and all your face.
Be interesting to see what Fusion does now, because he would have seen them not come out in traffic if he's got his track map on. So it'd be interesting to see if he comes in or waits till those two can clear the traffic. They don't seem to be getting through it at the minute. So is he gonna box? He's coming in. Will that traffic hinder him at first? He did, he could go slowed down.
Yeah, DV all over the back of the Alpha Terriers, still trying to get their temperatures up. to optimum levels.
Any closer the Fusion gets that in front or not.
It's getting closer, going to be right bang slap in the middle, I think.
There he is.
Paloma, go for the move. There he is, straight in the middle of it. He's got ahead of all of your face, but all your face is going to have all the tyres.
He's going to get a better drive. But Fusion
Yeah,
is
later going to help him.
He's stuck his nose in. That's good for Fusion, to be fair. He has given him the room.
DPV trying to find a gap as well. There's no room for him. DPV dives down the inside into the hair, but a good move actually. Saw the opportunity and went for it. All in your face, trying the same. Tries the same thing. Yeah, I don't think there's nothing wrong there though.
I've seen a couple of opportunities in that corner, but although this is the first one to take it.
Anything you could do, I could do better, says all in your face. Wasn't as clean as DPV's, but I don't think there was nothing wrong with that move.
Not from the onboard I saw. It was.
Paloma does get past Richie Chapel.
He got his elbows out. I think he done it fairly. As I expect Richie to come in, yeah, he will. So, the game said around lap 13 for a pit stop, and these guys have pit just before that, so tyre wear might be a little bit higher than the game has predicted.
Yep, just got into the pits as well. So Dylan has a 20-second lead. If a safety car comes out now, he'll be loving life.
I think he'd be loving life anyway. He should, if he pits this lap and doesn't lose any time, he should be on the back of these guys, I think.
Well, I think the pit stop is roughly about 24 seconds, I think.
So it'll be a little bit.
But all these guys are now battling, so they could potentially slow each other down.
Paloma is catching currently. Not by much though. A little bit by a little bit. So
again, just so low on the ERS, I think he's going to be dropping out of the ERS soon. I can only see Poe going backwards from here.
yeah, I think his ERS management's letting down this race. He seems to have a decent amount of pace, but if you've got no ERS, you can't overtake the car in front.
Like there, you just dab the ERS and like, you're already in the DRS. You don't need to touch it at all, really.
I don't think he'll get the opportunity to overtake DPV here.
To be honest, Poe's in like the prime position here. Like, he's burning it again. Like, you're not going to overtake, so why are you burning it?
He's in a nice little spot where he don't have to worry about the cars behind. He just has to worry about the ones in front that's twisted or not. Has he got any damage? I don't think so.
Had a pit stop as well. She's going to rejoin the race in P13, I think.
Into the mediums for Lauren.
Well, actually, straight into the traffic of Richie Chapel and Stingers.
They like getting the people away, don't they? Stingers and Richie Chapel, they've been going at it. The race leaders and Lauren.
Stingers side by side, Stingers and Chapel, but I think Stingers has the corner now. And gets ahead of Richie.
I think Poe saved a little bit of ERS. Though, I'd be interested to see if he uses it where he did last lap. As all over the place.
Yeah, for example here, like, he damned it on the exit of this corner. Not this time. But this is where you save your ERS because you're not gonna... See, it's just touched it again randomly. Just losing that extra little percent.
Every little helps, doesn't it?
Yeah, the ERS management for Poe is just Yeah, it's not good enough for my opinion.
It's all over your face is starting to drop back from the two cars in front. As Dylan's maintaining the gap to these guys at the minute,
Yeah.
keeping it around that 20-second mark. He's probably going to hope for Fusion Gamer or Paloma to start on a little bit of a battle, or safety car. If there's a safety car, he's in the lead.
Oh, it's had another pit stop, so sheer damage somewhere on their outlap. I'm going to the softs now.
I don't think it'll be long before we see. Oh, that's.
Oh, here's
man
Dan,
out.
retired. It's just Dylan's wish come true. It's a VSC.
I think he has to bring it in though anyway.
Yeah, oh, it is a full safety car.
It is. So, Dylan leads the race then. I believe.
Dan leads as well. Yeah, Dylan should be able to pit and come out ahead as well. And he's going to be on the fresh.
He's getting the
Tyres
freshest
as
tyres
well.
on the grid, other than Lauren.
What's he gone for?
No, he will be in the freshest tyres on the grid.
Oh, he's on some softs.
12 laps. We thought they could only do half that. That is a very bold move.
Well, everybody pitted. I think the longest soft runner was about 8 laps. So
That DPV, wasn't it?
yeah, it's going to be close, but Dylan is going to come out
He's
in the
gonna
lead.
he's gonna have to manage those tyres behind the safety car, and hope they get hardly any wear on them. Poe
Poe's
to
soft
soft
as
as
well.
well. DPV into the mediums.
Ooh, DBV could be on for the win it.
I think that's a good call from DPV, the mediums. He obviously had a spare set. I don't think they're worn.
No.
Doesn't appear on the graphic that they're worn, but that's big. Podgy Porter's got out ahead of him. Podgy Porter sort of coming into this race from nowhere.
Yeah, P5 now.
Could be on for a podium, possibly. His tyres are a little bit older. If I was Scott, I'd probably come in as well. Although he hasn't. Yeah, if I was Scott, it's worth a gamble, I think. Possibly.
Yeah, I think he gained 3 positions on that.
He's most likely going to lose them all, though, looking at the cars behind him. Fresh has got decent pace and he's on fresh tyres. Same with Paul. Lauren's got good pace. Yeah, might have been the wrong strategy call by Scott there. Probably would have brought it in. You've got nothing to lose.
Poe can recharge his ERS now, unless he wants to use it underneath at safety car.
We wouldn't put it past him. It'd be interesting to see how
If he
quickly
manages
they
the
all...
ERS, he could have been in the fight a bit more.
Interesting to see how quickly they all burn it as well. Podgy's got a
I
hard
think DBV will be a burner because he'll be trying to get past the hard runners. So he's got Poe behind on the softs, who's going to be burning it for sure. So he's going to try and keep that position.
He's probably going to have to get Podgy off the restart. In an ideal world, he'll have to get Podgy off the restart. All over your face by the end of the lap after, and then sort of go from there. But podium
This could work for. Sorry, this could work for Dylan.
it's a bold
He's
strategy
got
call.
got 4 cars behind him on the hard tyres, which could be a nice buffer to the likes of DBV and Poe.
Twisted your tyres.
So what's happened here?
DPV
Yeah, I
5
just saw-
second time penalty for collision with Twisted. Twisted should
Yeah,
have
I'm not sure what happened there.
got damage. Something. Come on, get a little bit
not.
closer to Podgy. And we can see. And it doesn't look like it's got any visual. DPV. Oh wait, no, I was looking at the wrong Mercedes, don't worry.
Yeah, I sort of saw it
Same
in the
with Bottas,
background.
though.
But it looks like Twisted Dan just went straight into the back of him. I'm not
Hopefully
sure
no
what it is
rear
there.
wing damage though.
Yeah, hopefully not. But as I was saying, Dylan got 4 cars behind him on the hard tyres. He can use it as a buffer. And if he is going to win this race, needs to create the biggest gap possible, because when them tyres are going to die, which they are, he's going to be losing probably about half a second a lap, I think, to the likes of DPV.
I think DPV was weaving and twisted. Dan might have caught him.
So safety car ends, yeah. That was a quick one.
So, let's see how late he goes. I'd probably go off his final corner, he'd have a lot better traction. He's not.
Let's go into the line, I think. It's gone now. And Paloma.
A fairly good. She was burning.
Could have potentially went for the move. Here comes all of your face, making a dive down the inside. It's got to be
That's
careful.
a lot of cars into one.
Poe down the inside as well.
Podgy's lost a lot of positions. That's a tap. I've caught that.
Poe losing a lot of positions, so that was a bit chaotic. Looked like all of your face went for the move, and then he was already on the inside, and Poe went even further on the inside and tried to make a move. That's what I got from that, from my view, but I was on board with all of your face, so
Fresh up P6 on fresh mediums.
Yeah, looking
I'll
forward,
keep it
looking
on.
good.
But we're not allowed to speak about fresh anymore, because every time we do, it doesn't end too well for us. But this is interesting.
Scotty going wide and losing a few places there. Outside the points now.
You'd be hoping to keep that run up. It's all got a little bit tasty.
Yeah, it's a 2-second gap already. Dylan has pulled out. He's a lot, I think.
I'd expect Paloma to let DPV through because he has got a chance of winning the race. It'd be interesting to see the gap between Dylan and DPV if it'll come down or not.
Yeah, I don't think Paloma will fight any move from DPV.
Probably not. I wouldn't expect so. I mean, if it was my team, I'd probably let them through.
Oh, there's another spinner in the background there. That is nobody. Oh, no, I swear I just saw a car go sideways.
Is it Richie? Oh no, Scott just got over. Okay. Not sure what that is now.
That's strange. See everything, right? Lauren gets past Podgy.
Dylan is
P8.
extending that gap, but DPV is all over the back of his teammate now. Should probably let him pass on this straight. No. I probably would have let him pass there, driver. You are holding him up.
Potentially, Paloma is in the championship fight as well, remember? So maybe she's thinking about that.
I mean, if you think about constructors, your teammate's got a chance to take points away from Alpine, yeah?
Yeah, and the championship rival potentially.
Exactly, so I don't think she'd lose too much. Plus she's keeping the likes of Fusion Gamer and all out of your face possibly fresh. All close.
I think Scotty's gone round as well with the final turn. Podgy comes in, I don't know if there's contact between the two.
He has.
Richie in as well.
Is she going to let DPV through? She's not defended the move, although she's kept it around the outside. She's not made it easy for him there.
No.
So 4 seconds is the gap in 6 laps. That's a Ferrari now.
Lauren again. Up and down race for Lauren overall tonight.
So 4 seconds is the, well, 4.5 seconds, let's call it, is the gap. 7 laps, oh no, 8 laps is the targets, because you have to do well, no, you could probably do half a second a lap here.
Well, I think Dylan's got about 3 laps maximum of good performance on them tyres.
He's also got a
So
little bit more
do,
ERS.
He's got to do about another 4 laps when his tyres are going to be like 60 to 70%, I reckon. It's a bit risky. Could even get a puncture at the end.
That or a spin. Because they might be like driving on new ones. Is that Scott round again? It is. And it looks like his run of points finishes is going to come to an end unless there's a safety car within the next lap or so.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Drop dead low on the tyres in the pits.
She's been in the wars today, I think.
So if there is another DNF, then Scotty does get points. So that's something to hold on to, right? As goes on Pete.
Move. The difference in ERS levels is 60%.
The DPV has caught up by roughly half a second in that last lap.
Well, like, Dylan made a mistake here because he just lost about half a second.
So
You're saying that?
DPV could be on for a win, although he does have that pivot loop, so we don't know if that is warranted or whether he'll get it removed. Paloma seems to be somewhat keeping up with her teammate here.
Yeah, she looks. Fusion Game's got the ERS to attack. I think potentially waiting until she falls out of DRS zone.
That'll just be waiting for a couple laps before the end, so he can just make sure he covers himself.
Yeah, I'd imagine Dylan now is going to start losing time. The tyre's not going to be good enough, says Pete. Makes a move for P7. He got ahead of Stingers. He may have made a mistake. He wasn't there a second ago. And goes very deep into that corner, so he might even have wing damage.
Yeah, he's left
Backside of that move as well.
Best thing to do if you've got damage, just let the car in front go through before you make a meal of it.
Yeah, so both Alpines in the points now, both Mercedes on the podium as things stand.
Pressure's just dropped back from the back in front. Just can't keep up.
She's a game up. P4 has been making getting himself in the mix for the championship lately, with 2 wins in the last 3 races.
Although he says still in with a shot of the podium if there's contact between cars in front. It's just staying there.
Low on the rest now, and here comes to game on the attack.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Podium.
And Paloma's not going to have a chance to. Ooh, I didn't think she'd have a chance. That's a poor corner.
Herself exposed to all in your face potentially, but he doesn't have much battery either. Still holding his own. He's got to survive another 5 laps.
He hasn't lost as much time last lap as what he did the lap before.
Yeah, I think he made a mistake. We'll see how he does this corner.
He's managing it well.
He'd be definitely locking up there if he had the ABS on. Off, oh, was a spinner. Is that Poe? Oh, it's Pete again, who's running up P7.
That's a lot of wing
damage as well.
I think that's Poe. It is. Poe's got no wing.
Well, that was
that would have been a
Pete's
crash.
Yeah, I think Poe's running to the back of Pete there.
Is Scotty still on for points? Possibly.
I think he is.
Possibly.
Well, Poe's going to have to pit.
And he's well within 24 seconds of Poe now.
Yeah.
So just when he thought his run was ending, he's been thrown a lifeline.
Yeah, so Dylan again holding his own on these softs. I thought they'd be dying, but they're staying with him for now. 4 seconds.
I can confirm that DPV will probably not be receiving probably not be keeping his penalty. I think that'll probably be removed. Looking at a clip of what I've been given.
Yeah, I thought it would be. I've seen a bit of the chat. He twisted down, was trying to unlap himself, and then maybe he ran into the back of DPV.
Yeah, it looks that way. Anyway, Poe decided to stay out with no front wing.
Pete's gonna have that position back, but he was P7, so it's not gonna fully compensate
No compensation.
what he's lost.
Will Poe just let him through there? I mean, I would if I was the fault. Well, I mean, you've got no lead as well.
He's got to catch up 14 seconds as well to Poe in the final 3 laps, which is
It's doable. It's
possible.
possible.
Yeah.
I believe Scotty's got a full wing, so
The rest of burn as well. So 2/10 has come down this lap. That's not going to be good enough, but 3 laps to go. Got Paloman, all the effects. Little squabble there. And Way Face got a good drive here.
it's not
Again,
strong
just
enough.
not the battery.
Not long enough that straight.
Oh, the gap's coming down. Could be a photo finish.
It'd be interesting if we could have the Sakir layout round here, wouldn't it? That'd be good. That'd be a good race.
Codemasters needs to do a bit more really.
But we did have China
Bring out.
confirmed this week.
Yeah, bringing out tracks that are already like made, and they pretend it's like a new update, but really it's not.
I don't presume it would be too hard to get the Sakir layout round here. You've already got most of the track.
Yeah, good to have some different tracks as Paul gets past Stinger, so P7. Had a quiet race, Paul. He's now got some decent points.
Turkey's another one, which I think would be nice to see get put into the game.
Yeah, so the gap's coming about half a second now.
I don't think he's going
it's
to
going
do
to be
it.
quite enough.
Poe's just
When
gonna
them
hang on.
tyres go off the cliff, they will go proper off the cliff. And
He may get a puncture.
yeah, they'll be losing a couple of tenths a corner potentially.
Scotty's going to have to do about 3 seconds a lap. Maybe that's 3.5 seconds a lap to catch him. As I feel
I think
like
it's going to be close.
between 3rd to 5th, it's just looking like the same scenario every lap.
Yes, it's quite hard to overtake when you're in that DRS train. You've got no battery left.
Very similar to last night's race. You just
That's
gotta.
why it was key for Fusion Gamer to he had that extra battery to get past Paloma. And now Paloma and Oya faced no battery to
He's very good in
counter-attack,
that
really.
sense. Fusion Gamer. We saw it. I think it might have been last time out around Monaco. He was on about 90% battery for the whole race.
Yeah,
Just didn't
just used it when he needed it.
And it was very
2
rare.
laps to go. He needs a second lap here.
Scott's not catching enough. I don't think. Unless Poe blows the tyre.
He hasn't really caught the gap. I thought he might have done. Poe's doing alright with him, they win.
Yeah, Pete shot off into the distance as to be expected. But you'd expect Scott to catch up as quick as Pete's pulling away.
Yeah.
He has caught him by around 7 seconds-ish. Actually, he's got more than that because of the crash. Just can't
I
make
think
any moves.
DBV is going to have one opportunity to take Dylan. It's going to be on this straight next lap, aren't we?
It is coming down a lot now, isn't it? Not round that corner, it hasn't. It's round the high-speed corners where Dylan is losing the time.
Yeah, they're both giving it everything. They burn their batteries whenever they can.
And we've got quite a few high-speed corners through the start of Sector 2. So, really get a nice little final lap battle. As we go over the line now.
0.6 seconds gap.
Run deep. That'll be the deciding factor. He's got a good run out of that corner. Catches up that time he lost.
It's going to be about 2/10 a corner, I think. He's going to catch Dylan nearly.
Especially through this bit.
Pressure will be on Dylan.
Dylan did win a Tier 2 race on the final lap last week. Can he retain it where it matters? He's not in the DRS around here.
He's just a 10th off.
He has got more battery a little bit though, but I don't think he's close enough with him unless Dylan loses it. Round the high speed right, he's on 12 lap old soft, it'd be harsh to give him a puncture now.
One more lap DPV needed by the looks of it.
Well, maybe even
still
one more
over.
straight.
Yeah, one more corner.
That's unlucky by DPV, he's given it his all there. But it looks like Dylan's going to prevail.
Yeah, literally one more corner and DPV's got him, but Dylan is the winner. DPV will keep that P2 most likely, but Fusion Gamer finishes next. Paloma all over your face. Fresh P6 for him, good result. Paul as well. Stingers, Pete and Scott is a second away. He could get this in the last corner potentially. I doubt it though.
Yeah, I think it's the same for Scotty, isn't it? He's another corner.
Unless...
Yeah, one more corner.
Unless
Poe hanging on for that point, staying out.
Unless Poe's at fault for the Pete incident, and maybe give him a time penalty.
Yeah, probably the case. That's what I saw.
Richie Chappell comes home. P13.
Yeah, a bit of a lucky win for Dylan, but still take nothing away from this drive there. He played it
Strategy call
to perfection.
To a T.
Yeah.
And he had to make those tyres last at the end.
I'm hearing Pete spun in front of Poe, so maybe not.
Got his points run to an end. Unfortunately for him. Dylan picks up the most points over the whole weekend. And that's his run extended by 5 points. Did you want me to run down the grid?
Yep, we can do.
So Dylan wins from P6 on the grid in a race where he didn't have the pace, but he did have the strategy. Fusion Gamer comes P2, but we expect DPV to be bumped straight back up. So we'll go Fusion Gamer P3, Paloma P4, all over your face P5. Fresh coming home in a good result in P6. Paul P7 for a good result as well. It'll be Stingers P9. Kunich rounding. No, wait, don't worry. It'll be Stingers P8.
Yeah.
Kunich P9. Poe finishing off the points. Scotty just missing out on the points in P11. Hodgie P12. Richie rounds up the people who finished in P13 and the people who DNF were Lauren, Twisted Dan, Dan's Man, Elmbrook and Lions, who didn't even make it to the first corner, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, we'll have to find out what happened there. Poe also picking up the fastest lap, so picking up that extra point. Alexa's talking to me for some reason. So we shall end it there. Next week we have double Australia for tier 1 and 2, I think. Yes, we do. And then for tier 3 we have Monza. So 3 really good tracks, or 2 really good tracks. If you want to watch some more action, I'll be racing in IF1 in about half an hour's time.
As well as Ryan, I believe.
We'll post it. Yeah, Ryan will be there as well. That'll be posted in our Twitch channel there. Thank you again for joining me, Joel, and we'll probably do it again next week.
Yep.
Alright, then we'll catch you later. Good night.